because the God we worship is a spirit. He is not worship a spiritual being. He is not a man. So again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Some of you good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we're streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio, a platform which is the embodiment of pro-Biafran group, men and women with different ideas, looking for how to restore Biafra for the overall interest of our people. They have come together, putting their differences aside, because the truth remains that somewhere along the line, it is going to take all of us to save all of us. And so I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. I still remain George ONYIBE. I hail from Agbo, Delta State, and Yoma Province, to be precise, Biafra land. I extend my profound gratitude to all of you men and women out there who saw the truth. You stand by the truth. You still working for the truth, making sacrifice. Of course, you're not waiting for anybody to appreciate you for what you're doing, just to protect the overall interest of the people of Biafra. And that is how it's supposed to be. We get to a stage in life to be able to measure the level of your maturity should be determined by the legacy you intend to leave behind. I appreciate all of you, from the administrators of the Biafra Nation Alliance to Board of Trustees, and of course every principal officer, I should say, members of the parliament, as well as the executive, de facto customary government. I appreciate all of you, and of course genuine Biafran out there. For so many reasons you don't want to be known, you don't want to come out openly. We acknowledge your sacrifice. Your action has actually spoken even louder than our voice. And of course, without wasting much of our time, I want us to go on our discussion this evening, which I entitled 10 Most Important Questions Biafrans Must or Should Demand to Know About Nigeria. There are these 10 questions that every Biafran should begin to ask. It is very important. The issue is not about social media propaganda this time around. There were bomb blasts in a war, and there are going to be more bomb blasts. There are bomb blasts in Abuja, and supposedly Buhari is threatening by Boko Haram, and so many cock and bull story. And of course, it is faced with reality, and this reality is as simple as the simple fact that there are terrorists everywhere. And Biafrans cannot just sit aloof and think nothing is going to happen. The plan did not start today. The plan will continue until, if we allow the enemy to overrun us, and then so be it. But I know Biafra is not meant to be conquered. She may be suppressed in a time like this, but she will always come back stronger than ever. But then we don't need to wait till we are completely oppressed and then the miracle comes in. Let us walk in that miracle. Let us walk in the miraculous by acting before we are lowered down. Today, terrorists are everywhere. The country called Nigerian leadership seems not to be addressing it. And every competent member nation trapped in the contraction called Nigeria, they are all preparing for the inevitable. Our bomb blast. It's not a coincidence. Abuja is under attack. Abuja is under attack. It's not a coincidence. All these terrorist attacks sent out signal, ripple effects that create the vibration that enables these people involved to get ready. And I tell you, if it happened today, the Yorubas are ready. Physically, spiritually, academically, socially, economically, the Yorubas are ready. And I would say the Hausas are ready, because even before they start the first agenda, they are ready. But are we ready? Are we ready? In as much as we want to address Nigeria issue today in relationship with the terrorists, we cannot forget to ignore what is happening around us. First of all, are we ready for the inevitable? Omotekun is out there doing what they can do. Omotekun is carrying out surveillance and of course sided by forensic investigation regarding everything that happened in their land. I'm yet to see one Yoruba elite or Yoruba commoner contradict Omotekun. And of course Omotekun, they are not angels. But then as much as they try to operate within the preamble of law, Yoruba life matters. And that is what they are there to pretend. And let us come back. If we say we are now divided, Niger Delta, are you ready? Let's assume Niger Delta is on their own. Niger Delta, Yoruba region have Omotekun. Which one do you have? Are you ready? And then let's go to the southeast. Which one do we have? Is it unknown gunmen or ESN or Ibubago? If we want to look at moral standing, it should be Ibubago. And every Igbo man as we speak supposed to throw their support to Ibubago. And somebody asked me, it looked like you are part of Ibubago. And I asked the person, am I from the southeast? Your answer should tell you. Am I from the southeast? How can I be Ibubago? Was my region included in the formation of Ibubago? But what brought me here now is the issue of Biafra. Because the last time I checked, the south and southeast and some other region is supposed to be part of Biafra. And so until we get ourselves properly ready for what is coming, it is important we look at some of the things happening. China Sanwo-Olu is telling you, march against Ibubago, march against Ibubago, you must protest against Ibubago. Ibubago are killing our people. Stop Ibubago, stop Ibubago. And then sometimes look like it's Ibubago that have stopped the restoration of Biafra. My brother, think something is not right. My happiness is that that lie you want to become true overnight, it will never happen. We are here to make sure. And when you are fully aware that you will own up openly that lie is lie, and then we will start from there. Until then, be struggling to shut down the truth. It's not in your place to do that. And so how ready are we? You have Simeon Ekpa one side, contracted by Nnamdi Kanu to do what he's doing. You have Chinasa one side, contracted by Nnamdi Kanu to do what he's doing. You have China Sanwo-Olu on one side, Chike Doziem on the other side, Emperor Emizri on one side, Idu Kingdom on one side, Igodomigodo on one side. But all of them are not actually doing anything to protect the overall interest of our people. It's about the money. And then Nnamdi Kanu pretend he doesn't know what is happening. But the fire has started burning already. Someone has lighted it close to the throne. And if we are not careful, it's going to consume all that we hold here. And so at this moment, how ready are we for the inevitable? In as much as we say get involved in politics, in as much as we converse, it's Igbo turn, that is how it's supposed to be. No matter what you are doing, that is how it's supposed to be. But the last time I checked, the agenda has not changed. And tonight there are one or two things I will want us to see. But before then, beware of lies. Beware of false information. Beware of disinformation. Beware of career freedom fighters. These people have endangered the whole nation. It's just a matter of time. You will own up to it. I went out today to a mechanic workshop. And when I got there, I met some old IPOB friends. I was the one that actually brought them to IPOB. And I noticed the guy was looking at me somehow. We greeted because he one time worked for me. And I told him what I came there to do. And he gave me assistance. We couldn't round up on that first day. And then the next day I came back. And this time he called somebody that knows me. And I brought both of them to IPOB. And we had a chat. And they said, bro, what happened? I said, this is what happened. And after narrating, they look at themselves. And as we were talking, I noticed a lot of people around there has gathered us. And the one elderly man said, he was asking somebody, is this George ONYIBE? And the person don't even know I'm George ONYIBE. But I heard the man. And from where I was, I spoke to the man. I said, yes, I am George ONYIBE. The man placed his hand in the head and started crying. Elderly man. He should be nothing less than 60, 65 years. He took two of his hands, put on his head and started crying. And everybody like, what is happening? They say, it's George ONYIBE, it's George ONYIBE. Why was he crying? He was crying because what IPOB said. We are in a dangerous situation. Now the Kano is sponsoring blackmail. So we start blackmailing one another. How will you be able to get ready for the inevitable? For the real deal? The very raw one. And everyone will say, is this George ONYIBE? Is this George ONYIBE? And they started saying, they say you are built upstairs. They say you are not in Nigeria again. Some say that you and Uchemefo collected money and shared the money. They say this one, they say that one. I said this one and say that one. It was crying today. And this one said, now you bring me for IPOB. Now you bring me for IPOB. They started buying me drink. I took only one bottle. And they say, oh God, no, you must take it. I say, if I take more than one bottle, I will hear it in the radio Biafra. Now, or how does Chinasa call me? Kai man. I'll take only one. At least it is scriptural. Take a little for your stomach sick. And say, oh God, even though you know one drinker, collect them. And then my friends around there, I say, all of you, okay, you take this, you take this, you take this. The unification, the coming together, it was awesome. The IPOB member, I'm not telling you people who are not in IPOB, these are people who know what is going on. These are people. And all of them said, no, this matter we have discussed it, we have heard it on radio, we do this one, and we can't just believe it. One day IPOB Nnamdi Kanu will know how many Biafrans I have given employment. You will know. But is that what you are saying? I have to start from there because we're starting to destroy ourselves. The amazing thing is that everything happening now is not new. It is somewhere along the line. It's like we are being reprogrammed. And we fall as a fool the same way. The same way. I can't believe why it has to be so. And most people then believe that no, Nnamdi Kanu does not know what was happening. They lied to Nnamdi Kanu. Envy and jealousy people lied to Nnamdi Kanu. It is why Nnamdi Kanu did what he did. I said Nnamdi Kanu fully know. It's not about me. Today, all of you are there. Some say it's Simeon, some say it's Chikedozie, some say it's Kanu Takano. Everybody talking according to Mazimefo from the both sides of their mouth. Meanwhile, the real problem is going on. We will not always be talking about Nnamdi Kanu. We are preparing a platform for you to receive his dead body because he's going to die shamefully. We are preparing a platform for you to know he is a criminal, a Leviathan, as Mazobidi will call him. We are preparing the stage so you know who he really is. No be this Biafra matter. This one where we enter. Don't worry. Let me play one or two audio. Let's look at it first of all before we ask ourselves regarding those questions.
You know, I was so I want to speak on that one, please. Somebody asked about, can't we convert the money raised so far from the free MNK fundraising? That's the question. I also asked that question to your program because of the exigence of the emergency of this situation. But we might not know. And I repeat what I said before. ONYIBE did not say that fundraising is wrong or it should be stopped. It's only suspended. And the reference is that it was never even meant to be open fundraising. The same way ONYIBE went about ESN. You and I didn't know anything about it until it was announced.
Now, I want you to pay attention. First of all, it's all about money. ONYIBE raised money for referendum. We contributed money for referendum. We talked about opening printing press, which was supposed to be managed by some IPOB member in Biafra land. China Samuru hijacked it. They took it to Kuwait. That is when they hired the warehouse, where they gave laptop to thousands of unemployed wandering fugitives brothers in Kuwait. They put them inside warehouse. That is human trafficking. And they gave them laptop. That is from where they are coming to attack. Each of them can have up to 3 laptops with almost 1,000 accounts. They will be attacked. Our money for referendum, that is what they use it to do. But meanwhile, because now the Kano don't want you to know what is happening, they are now calling for another money for referendum quietly. The money is with Ada Highway, Idu Kingdom, Ego Yibo, the one that gave us $10,000 US, Ego Yibo. He said, but money. One day now the Kano go talk. He must tell the world my sin. There is a problem, but you won't understand. Because while we are supposed to be busy doing the right thing, we are busy destroying ourselves. You think it's about me? These are autopilot was
we didn't know anything about it. It's only when the enemy is referring to the hand of the enemy, we started hearing this and Bob, how much was involved in his wisdom of money. The same way ONYIBE started this UK lobbying group. The mandate was not for this, but for our referendum date. Nobody knew about it. I mean, you and I. So it was never meant to be open something, and that's what he wants us to revert to do it, living the way.
Now, first of all, we talk about the referendum to be secret referendum. Where is the money that was contributed for this referendum 2018? Where is the money? And then the Kano went behind, is calling for another referendum. But this money is causing problem already. But meanwhile, the real agenda for total extermination is on. And what are we doing? We are looking for who to give bad name.
Since last year, since November, December last year, I began to share when he made the first ever broadcast where he mentioned the names of our people, including Ojo. I countered it. I am the first person who countered it. Those of you who follow us will bear me witness. So what did they do? They went again and rant. They keep on doing the same thing. Our people kept on being killed each and every day by the DSS. And today, Ikofe Jugo, Kanon Takano, good morning. Thank you, my people. To Salo Nomozia and make it go viral.
Now, don't make any mistake about the issue at hand. This is a way to point out to you what is really happening in the Biafra restoration project. Everybody is accusing everybody. Everybody is accusing everybody. Everybody is lying.
Publicly exposed DOS for sabotaging
Canon Takano
security network members.
Publicly exposed DOS.
Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom.
Who is Canon Takano? Who is DOS?
Welcome once again to Biafra Unite. Canon Takano joins autopilot. Publicly exposed DOS for sabotaging Eastern Security
So who is Nnamdi Kanu? Who is Nnamdi Kanu? Who is DOS? Who is Canon Takano? Because while we address or get ready for the inevitable, the conquest of the caliphate, I need you to pay attention first of all to the one happening around us. This is quite a very long audio. Canon Takano exposed the DOS. He support autopilot. And when you continue to listen, autopilot don't even trust Canon Takano. Canon Takano is Nnamdi Kanu junior brother. DOS is Nnamdi Kanu career freedom fighter. Autopilot is Nnamdi Kanu recruit to change narrative. And then ONYIBE is Nnamdi Kanu assets recovery. And then Ofuegbu is Igodo Kingdom. No, Idu Kingdom recover. Why are we doing this? All of them are quarreling. Our own case, we are different. We are the saboteur. Nnamdi Kanu is linked to all of them. When will he stand up and speak against it? What he can say is to condemn governors, politicians, when he is more rotten than them. And so tonight, as we pay attention to look at some of those issues, understand what is happening around us. All of you make him out. I pray you carry out that your threat. The world will bear witness. The next generation of Biafrans will bear witness. We told you.
Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. And when I say joins autopilot, does not mean that we are now working with Canon Takano, because Canon Takano to us is a green snake in a green grass. We cannot trust him, and is very, very open that he knows what happened to his brother, because he knew that Nnamdi Kanu had problem in Kenya and he kept mute. Even he told the secretary not to speak. The same way Chike Doziem knew, because Canon Takano told us publicly that Chike Doziem as the HOD knew about it, and Chike Doziem did not deny it. He did not, come out to deny it. So that means all of them, they knew about the incident and they hid it from the public. That is a total and open sabotage against our leader Nnamdi Kanu.
But the truth is that Nnamdi Kanu arrest is still, we have not discussed it. We are waiting for him to go and disgrace himself first. Because when they come out now, he will tell you, oh, they gave me 5 states in Igbo land. I refuse. They gave me ONYIBE in Bayelsa. I refuse. They told me to collect some in Delta. The person that want to blackmail everybody because of money, rejecting ONYIBE, the person that loves power more than devil itself, we know the truth. If to bring to conclusion the already betrayed and battered Biafran to a point of stupor, no talk, you have all been deceived, and it's working out very well, perfectly well. And who is the righteous man? Only Nnamdi Kanu, right? All of you are criminals. all of you are saboteurs, only in Nnamdi Kanu. Because the last time I checked, everybody's accusing everybody. And the greatest hopelessness there is nobody want to agree that Nnamdi Kanu is behind the atrocity. And that is because they wish or they want to believe that they will wake up one day and all these lies will become true. And so when you see the current trending issue, oh, United Nations say they now what is this American Yahoo lawyer? He's a Yahoo. As far as he get involved with Nnamdi Kanu, he's a criminal. We know why he came and court drove him out from Nigeria. Is it finished? They call him. We know everything. He's looking for his money, and now maybe they have paid him. He want more money. Working group of United Nations, they told Nigeria releasing Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Have you seen NTA talk about it? Have you seen Nigerian main media stream talk about it? When you finish talking, we will know what they said, what United Nations said when Barack Obama asked to leave office. We shall know. That is even more dangerous than other areas we need to review. Because one of them is internal crisis, the other is external. And you know, our people will say, if the internal crisis cannot destroy you, the external does not have power over you. And so internally, there is a problem. We leave that at now as it is and wallow in your ignorance and stupidity as much as you like, hoping that somewhere all this your lie will become true. See how it goes. Don't forget I told you our topic to discuss this evening is simply titled 10 most important questions Biafrans must demand to know the answer from the Nigerian state. Number one, Biafrans should begin to ask questions. Why is it that terrorists, bandits, Fulani headsmen are better armed than the Nigerian security outfit? I am not exonerating Nnamdi Kanu and his criminal gang. They are all bandits. I love the post Obi-Wan Ndibu made today. He put a picture as if you see any of these people in Igbo land, know that they are bandits, they are terrorists. Why is it that in Nigeria they allow the terrorists, the bandits, Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, unknown gunmen, ESN, to have more access to more ammunition than the Nigerian security agent? Why? Why? Why, for God's sake? These are questions we should be asking. Somebody says, oh, they bombed somewhere in a war. Oh, they killed some army and bombed Abuja. So where are the Tucano jet we bought? The only thing we have had Nigerian do is that, oh, Air Force mistakenly shoot IDP camp and they kill innocent people. And then when the terrorists bring out the AK-47, one will begin to wonder, do they invoke AK-47 or somebody traffic or buy them, sell them? And of course, we know they are coming from the black market. I remember when Goodluck Ebere Jonathan wanted to procure some arm and ammunition to fight Boko Haram. I think it was a year researcher for private jet or thereabout they wanted to use, or someone else, and all of them were apprehended. And it looks like, oh, man of God is a criminal. They want to buy ammunition to kill our people. Ask Nigerian government, ask Buhari government, how come terrorists, bandits, Fulani headsmen, they are more equipped than the real Nigerian security? These are questions we should be asking. And those of you on the path of agitation, ask yourself, how come unknown gunmen, ESM, are more equipped than your local vigilante? How come? Because they are similar. And then maybe you begin to get the genuine truth behind every matter. I don't want to dwell too much on them. Let's just pick it up one after the other And then in other time, we look at them in details. Number 2, why is the federal government disarming every group in Nigeria except the Fulani ethnic groups who are heavily armed to the disadvantage of others? In the midst last year, Buhari issued an order demanding that everybody in the southeast and the south-south should submit their arms and ammunition for re-registration. I had a family friend who have a registered ammunition or gun. They called me and said, I cannot give out my gun back to Nigeria because this is my only line of defense. But the way they are threatening, I registered my gun, and if I don't return it, they will be able to get back to me, those who handle the registration. What do I do? I say, don't return it. He told me challenges, he cannot withstand them. He returned the gun to them. And I'm sure most of you who are not politically connected, they have disarmed you already. They have disarmed you. The only people with gun now in Biafra land are supposed to be hunters, our village hunters with their gun. But ESN and unknown government are asking them to give out their gun by force. When it becomes impossible to take gun from Nigerian police, they resolve going to village to collect gun from hunters. And so we should ask ourselves simple question. Why is Nigeria disarming our people outside the Fulani terrorists or ethnic nationality? But every other person, they have disarmed them and putting us in a very disadvantaged angle. They want to protect us, or they want to make us defenseless. These are the things we are supposed to be preparing how to checkmate or resist these atrocities masterminded against our people. What are we doing? We are on Facebook. We carry 2 unemployed youth without making reading for inside bush. You now do choreographic display. Oh yes, defending Igbo land. You are a disgrace. And then you turn around, all small children, you carry gun from all the hunter, because now police know how to follow you up. Number 3, why is the federal government are easily forgiving those terrorists and refuse to go after them? We hear amnesty for Boko Haram, repented terrorists. One of them even pregnant a girl, and the terrorist and the lady she pregnanted went to see the presidency. They were entertained, very loving Nigeria. They helped the terrorist father to encourage him to be a good father to the victim. And all of us are keeping quiet. But then there are people out there, and this applies to our people. You are killing IPOB member. Of course, you are left without option. But I beg you in the name of God, build better prison for them. You don't kill them again. Most of them is simple mini. It is that moment where you want to kill them, they get their senses back. Proper rehabilitation. Lock them up seriously. Proper rehabilitation. Stop killing them. They are just deceived. And of course, those of you arresting unknown gunmen of Nnamdi Kanu, don't you see their age? Little children. 13, 14, 17. They are the ones that are going to defend us. And the people who are initiating this atrocity, abomination in our land. They have their Mugu recruit everywhere. Oh, we are going to fight. Oh, we are going to do this. We are going to defend our land. Oh, we catch you. We will teach you lesson. Meanwhile, the main issue is there. Just 10 questions you need to ask. Ask them, why is the federal government encourages the internalized and systematic genocide going on in Nigeria against indigenous population by the invaders? When we talk about what is happening in Biafra land, how we should go to southern Kaduna, how we should go most parts of the north, where maybe they are Shiite Muslim, or where maybe they don't believe in Islamic terrorism, or where maybe they are just traditionalists and they don't support the atrocities of the Fulani headsmen, or maybe they want to be the author of their own destiny inside their own region. They are gradually destroying all of them. They are wiping them out. Extermination is going on. And they are trying to extend it to so many places. The question is, why do Nigerians encourage such internal genocide going on? Or you are not aware they are encouraging it? The same way we are doing in Biafra land. Unknown gunmen of Nnamdi Kanu will come kill Igbo people. You will keep quiet, you won't see anything. Then what moral standing do you have to judge Buhari? We'll move on and ask the next question, number 5. Why is the federal government encouraging Fulanis all over the world to come to Nigeria and the politics of visa on arrival? Nigeria's Fulani government has invited their brother from within African region where you have Fulani extraction. They should come to Nigeria. They have plenty Igbo land to give to Fulani men. They have plenty Yoruba land, Ishekiri land. They have plenty of Gwari land, Nupe land, Southern Kaduna land. They have many land. All of you come to Nigeria. Visa on arrival. But you that is in Nigeria, go for your visa. Go for your visa. Let's see how much they will collect from you. But they are inviting other people, come and take free visa, become Nigerian citizen. Have you wondered about it? This problem is closely related to what we are encountering among ourselves as a people. It's just like Nnamdi Kanu willing to destroy all his Igbo brother, but yet fall in love with Abazonia and Oduduwa. Oduduwa nation, for instance, Igbo is fighting for a different cause in favor of his people. Let's take it that way. Ayuba, Blackleg, and all that Ambazonia are fighting to protect the interest of their people. Let's look at it this way. But the last time I checked, BLC, BMOZOB, NINAS, Biafra Nation Alliance, the de facto customary government, government in exile, to mention but a few. All of them are fighting to protect the overall interest of our people. The same people now the Kanu supposedly is fighting to protect their interests. But then now the Kanu now is going to Yoruba. Our Oduduwa nation, we are giving Oduduwa. I know they hear Oduduwa nation. No, IPOB social media, hyper that area is dying down. Tell us about Oduduwa. They divide Nigeria. Oh, Ambazonia, they give order. But meanwhile, you are at home here, your own people, supposedly fighting the same cause for the same reason with you. What are you doing? Oh, they are saboteur. Kanu Takanu is a criminal. Nelly Ofuegbu is a criminal. Oh, China Sanwo-Olu is a criminal. Judge ONYIBE is a criminal. Who is the engineering all of them? Nnamdi Kanu. The son who live and who die. Don't forget, we are looking at Nigeria. But it's going to be unfair and accuse Nigeria of the same atrocity we are being committed. We look at number 6. Why is the federal government giving foreigners from Sahel citizenship through back door and giving them national identification number. And I wish you would be able to survive. We got to a stage, Nigerians start demanding every Nigerian must have a, what do they call this number they give to us? I've forgotten it. Go and get your number. If you don't get it, they shut your account. We register. It didn't work. And now they entered another one. Go and get your main national identification number. NIN. Go and get it. Go and get it. You think they love you. They begin to block your line. We have called for referendum. We have called for national conference. We have called for genuine referendum. But now they want to prepare the platform for referendum even before it will be announced. And meanwhile, we are here on this platform looking for how to ask Nigeria, give us referendum. Now the Kanu is busy raising fund after fund for referendum. And while he's raising fund after fund for referendum, the Nigerian people are using NIM to do their own referendum, giving this national identification number to those who are not Nigeria. On that very day, we shall know who owns the land. But are you getting it? No problem. So it's time that will block your line. We'll block your line. But the system is badly corrupt. You block our line, we are still using line. We have to pack out of Nigeria because you cannot stop us. It's too late. You frustrate us a little bit. But you cannot. NTN, hear me very well. Glo, hear me very well. Every network service provided, hear me very well. As far as you cannot reject my money when I recharge my phone, you cannot stop us. But we know it's not about the registration that is the issue. The issue is that something is going on. Something is cooking. Why they are using all this rubbish to distract us? They are cooking the real deal. We go to number 7. Ask yourself or ask Nigeria, why is the federal government of Nigeria forcing Nigerians at all costs they must register to obtain it? I mean national identification number, NIN. Why? What? My friend went to withdraw money, a certain amount of money yesterday in a bank. And they told him, where's your PVC? He said it's at home. They say if you don't have your PVC, we can't do this, render this service to you. One Nigeria. Why are they doing that? There are a lot of agenda you don't know. For all of a sudden, Nigeria now want us to register for PVC. Nigerians that have been very happy that we don't involve in election, so they can have genuine reason why they should rig us over and over again. Now they are the one forcing us to go and something is wrong somewhere. But I just want to ask you this question and I expect you to go back and begin to reason it. Look at number 8. Why is the federal government of Nigeria insisting on carrying on with the national population census? They initiate all these processes, NIN and the rest of it. And the system will do census. We will do census to want to count. Know how many of us, and know how to checkmate us. It's on already. It is by force. But will you understand? The only supposed outpost of defense our people have is being messed up all by Nnamdi Kanu. And somewhere along the line, somebody, because you have been a fool for Nnamdi Kanu, you just wish we don't see it and we all become foolish and you pretend as if all is well. I'm very sorry for you. Ask yourself number 9. Why is the federal government have refused to weed out terrorists in the government armed forces and paramilitary? Why? They will arrest terrorists supposedly, they will grant them amnesty supposedly, and then they incorporate them into the Nigerian military. And then you see, because they have rehabilitated them like 1 week, in one of the 5-star hotel in Abuja, Kano, Kaduna, Zaria, or anywhere else. And then they give them army uniform and now they are Nigerian army. And I'm very sure over 80% of Biafrans who apply for Nigerian army are never given that privilege. And so ask yourself, they are all there. No armed robber can function successfully without being apprehended, except they have somebody in the system aiding and abetting them. And it's applicable to the Fulani headsmen. Watch every area they operate. For instance, in Biafra land, you see less than half a kilometer from that very distance, you see a military checking point. I mean, that should supposed to tell you something. And then we look at the 10th question this evening. Why is the federal government, why have they refused to expose and persecute sponsors and perpetrators of terrorism in Nigeria? Why? Why? Somebody will come and the one talking to Boko Haram, they say they are not happy, they want the Islamic State, the Boko Haram love me very well, and have you ever wondered why? These are just some operation going on. Operation exterminate these people. But of course, they will be able to succeed. But this will all be determined by how ready are we. Are we busy trying to exonerate Nnamdi Kanu from his atrocities? My brother, you lie. Dead on arrival. If what we are saying is the truth, in no time, this truth will prevail. But if we lie against Nnamdi Kanu, in a very short time, we shall be exposed. Mark my word. And so in conclusion this evening, the answer to the above questions is the grand plan to take over Nigeria, nothing more. There are grand plans for them to take over Nigeria. Through illegal means, through unlawful means, through unconstitutional means, just like the case of Afghanistan, where hypocrite United States of America, European Union, and the United Nations stood by, so will the lot of Nigerian be if we fail to call for referendum. It boils down to the first audio I play, and somebody is telling you that they are contributing money for referendum. They don't want anybody to know. He never find out. If we want to raise funds for referendum, why is it a secret? My brother, it is a secret because the one we contributed before, now the Kano cannot give account. And then Ayanya sit up on the money. China Sanworu use it to open Media Warrior warehouse in Kuwait. We now manufacture media warriors. They are running for referendum. And that would have been a very good way to decide what happens next in the life of every component member nation trapped in the contraption. It was a good way to make money. And so they went by, oh, let's make contribution, we'll now do referendum. How do you go about referendum? And with the mindset and mentality of our people, if anybody even call for referendum, many of our people will vote against Biafra because they don't know what you are. And so the money we are trying to raise for referendum, is it for publicity? Is it to buy ammunition? What exactly you are hiding to raise funds? But we already know the truth. We already know the truth. The price that we must pay for our silence in the face of the ongoing evil is that in no distant time there will be attack. As you see going on in Kaduna, in Zamfara, in Katsina State, in Lagos State, in Ibadan, in Benin, in Bayelsa, major cities in the southern state of Nigeria will encounter the same fire. Just get ready, relax. We are saying, oh, Abuja is not safe, Abuja is not safe. I hope fine boy is safe, Nnamdi Kanu junior brother. They turn on known government to be chasing everybody. They run to Abuja. I hope you are enjoying the Abuja. But they will come. That is why when Chinasa say, kill Ebubago, stop Ebubago, Chinasa is not ready for what is coming. You think it's those small children they are telling to go and do unknown government, deliberately destroying the next generation, and tell you that they are defending our land? You think it's all this fighting against each other? You just try to listen to one of the unknown government or ESM from Enugu, and you should be able to determine the age of that boy. We told you all the grown-up wise men, genuine men with moral background, they have left IPOB already. These are the people they giving money.
What have you come to do inside this forest?
Sir, we came here.
Open your mouth and speak loud.
Okay.
It's a small boy.
Sir, we came here as an IPOB member.
You will be this tent.
Yes, sir.
This is a forest in Umodeche,
Just,
right? Oh?
the voice is very low. No need to continue. But these are small boys somewhere Obakala. And that should be in between Isialangwa along the expressway, and then Urinta Aziz. Around the sea court. Approaching to Umuahia. Inside one thick forest there. Small children. They are the unknown government. They are the ESN to defend our land. And then the real men are being called saboteur. I remember one of our CSO, when Nnamdi Kanu came on radio and told you the guy is collecting money, he's chopping money, he's betraying them, he's the one showing Nigerian people where we lodge, where we hide in the bush. They called that guy saboteur. He just didn't want to see anything. But since he was disgraced, frustrated, pushed out of the struggle, called saboteur, and so who is showing them where unknown government is camping now? Or is it ESN? Let us be guided. All of you will be here. The group, the very formidable force that would have been defending Biafra land will be destroyed by most of you because you want to support Nnamdi Kanu. All these things happening, it will get to us very soon. They are testing the ground already. Almost everywhere in the south now, cultism is the order of the day. Destroying everything and our values include. But there is more beneath that the eyes can see. And then in the southeast, you have the Nnamdi Kanu killer squad everywhere. Destroying everything they lay their hand upon, most especially when it does not agree with their own point of view. Once you have a different view regarding the issue at hand, contrary view to that of IPOB, you are a saboteur and you must be hunted down. I mean, why? The real battle is cooking. It is boiling. They will soon serve us. And why am I saying all these things? It is to tell you that you cannot relent. We're not calling you to go for war. We're not calling you to give us money to buy gun. We're not telling you to come, let's go and fight Nigeria. Because whether Nigeria like it or not, Nigeria must fight. But we are asking you to be aware of the process that is involved. We are asking you to rise up and embrace these challenges. And it is going to take all of us to save all of us. I end this broadcast this evening by asking you, look for any pro-Biafran group. It doesn't matter what they stand for. Constitutional amendment, constitutional review, constitutional, in fact, pulling down the constitution with the Bill of Rights, restructure, whatever it is they are fighting for. If you believe in their ideology, join them. And of course, I sincerely ask you to join the Biafra nation. So much work to do. So much work to do. They will call for referendum one day after they are done with their planning. And then the Kanu is busy. They are raising fund after fund. For almost 6 years, we are raising fund for referendum. Somewhere along the line, somebody will need to stand up to this evil and defend our land. this can only be those who are ready. It is hypocritical to tell you we need 100 men to save Biafra, to restore Biafra. No, we need everybody to restore Biafra. Join the de facto customary government. Somewhere along the line, we will meet at the right junction. The lines are open at this moment. In case you are able to call in to give your own contribution, it's a WhatsApp line, and it's 090-380-57131. I repeat, 090-380-571. Ask them about this question. Try and find out why all these things are happening, and then prepare yourself for what is to come. It's not everything that we can see here. It is not everything that we can open up here. Moreover, everything we are seeing is not meant for everybody. But the threat is real. The danger is almost unavoidable, except we prepare and get ready on time. Like I said, the lines are open, and when you are able to call in to make your contribution, you do that. Follow us on 100.5 FM. You can get us on our website, on our satellite, on Facebook page. You can contact our administrators across the globe on different platforms, on Zeno, to mention but a few. While Nigerians excel in initiating of some of this agenda I pointed out to you this evening, it is important that we also develop the ability to defend ourselves when the time will come. Elekente Oba says, since men of these days have learned how to shoot without missing, I have learned how to fly without perching. Let us get ready. At this moment, I'm joined by my dad in the Lord. Can you hear me, Mazu BD?
Yeah, my reverend, I hope you can hear me because I'm on the street.
Loud and clear, sir.
I get many people with you.
Good evening, sir, from here.
Thank you for having me, my brother. You put I'm just joining to, or rather, piggyback on some of the things that you said. You did very well as far as what I heard from you saying, because I was in the street. Intermittently, I step out and go inside the store, and I didn't get the whole picture. But that's what I heard concerning the issue in the land, especially when it comes to the Caliphate government of Nigeria. Their cahootness, compromise, or accomplice in everything that they're doing. It's clear. Unless you except you are complete good, that's the only reason you will not see what is happening. And unfortunately, what is going on is that even the people that are supposed to be representing us, they are playing to the gallery. They are enjoying it because they are making money out of the whole thing. It's all about the money. It's no longer humanity. And I wonder where these people would have been today if the people before them had been of their same behavior today. I wonder where they would have been. All these people, if I knew back, what is it, Andy Oba, then you know about it, because maybe don't know. also. I wonder what opportunity they would have had. What this other lady, the aviation minister in the past, Odua, because I think she's still there. Not to forget the Papa, I think he's the son now, the Colonel, what's his name? My reverend, please remind me. The Colonel Mobo's son. I believe if it's not the son, it's the same family. So these are the people that are supposedly, just a few. I don't know much about who represent those, especially Okorocha, by the way, is there. We know that from Imo State. So many of them. Who are they representing our people? They are witnessing it. They are seeing it. And they cannot do nothing. Okay, they are there where these people are being recruited. After they arrest them, they take them out and they recruit them as good citizens. And they give them an opportunity that they can even become the president of that contraption. Is that by accident? Right in their faces, and nobody is saying anything. Few days ago, is it 3 days ago, I saw them in their house in Abuja, protesting like school children. Lawmakers are now protesting. We no go agree. Buhari must go. We no go agree. These are lawmakers that's supposed to make law. They're supposed to apply the law. I mean, the judiciary applies the law, but they are supposed to make laws. Then when I look at the whole thing, honestly, it wasn't because it has gotten to the Ipasumi way. It has gotten past the provocation from seeing these lunatics. So now that I can't even get angry for this thing, but rather they're entertaining me. They walked out of the assembly in protest. Who are you protesting for? Lawmakers. Shame. And the funniest part of it is that after their protest, they will still call on I don't know if that guy is there, and I'm not referencing everyone and the canon, but apparently there's no president. What you see now that they're talking about is a way to get the imposter out of the house. And none of them can talk because there's nobody to hold responsible. These people are deplorable. It's a shame. It's only in a fairy tale country that kind of thing is happening. Okay? And everybody is not saying nothing. Everybody is not doing nothing. You know? So what can really be done for this type of situation? You know? And this is and I also heard when you are mentioning about it now, have we thought about why they are allowing us now to get our PVC? That something is cooking. Yes, we do know that something is cooking. However, we also know that every of them will partake in it. They will. It has gotten to a point that having keep on able father they don't understand nothing no longer. In case we need him on top of his voice, you would think that a group action. Now they are giving Buhari 6 weeks. Now you're going to be here in 6 weeks. Everything will be dramatized in another form. They are still calling on the person. How long for Nigerians? How long will you die for you guys to stand up and chase out those idiots that call themselves lawmakers from your federal house? How long will this last? How long? Because you don't even, the news media are even making the worst of it. When you just pay attention to some of these news channels and see how they present their news. Everything is just dramatized. Everything. Their voices are dramatized. Excuse me. So that people will feel like, oh, they know how to talk. Everything about the whole system is a mess. And people are still clamoring to be one Nigeria. And that's why we are here. We are not one Nigeria. We are Biafrans. The only thing we are bringing to the table right now is for our people to be mindful of the situation around them. As you mentioned, if it wasn't for the criminality of Biafran and Dekana, by now it's over, because it's clear that the state has failed. But unfortunately, it's going to be terrible for our people because we are not organized. What the Epidemic did after swallowing all the money that was procured was to set confusion amongst us. A lot of people are confused. They don't know their right from their left. They thought they are, in their little mind, they think they are fighting for freedom. But they don't know how much of a damage. They don't know how much of a damage that has been caused. Because right now, we don't trust one another even. There's no leadership of any form. Okay, so we are watching. They are just beginning to shout. They were there. The killing that was going on in Southern Kaduna was happening. They were there. The Benue was all over. They were there. Benue people cried. Autumn cried like a baby. Not even one day will this man step out of the office to go and visit. Clear example that he is the masterminder. By the way, they are aware that it's the El-Rufai that they are now shouting, and the same Buhari are the people that invited these people into Nigerian space. So what is the big deal about crying out? Because we are looking at what's happening today and everything. That's why we are now knowing that there's security issues. They were there. There were massacres all over Nigeria, southeast. That's where they have all their military right now, chasing drug addicts who are supposed to be arrested and rehabilitated. That's all they're doing. All the army in the southeast. The southwest are taking part because they're all over southwest, making sure that nobody speaks. And this is the reason we are telling our people that the game has changed. We have to be mindful of what we do. We don't. It's a worker made ya no be. The problem is that the people who are supposed to help are not helping. They are preserving their little homes in Abuja and their little businesses all over. Back home before that. But in World, we're going to get a single thing. There's nothing wrong when you support the freedom of your people. There's nothing wrong about that. Wherever you are, you must. It's not a crime to do that. It's not a crime. It's only when you are working against your people because you think you don't want freedom. Some of you came out at the wrong time. You didn't ask questions. You don't know what is happening. You jump in. And even creating more problems for our people. Just like I said, confusion everywhere. So, we have always told you, the Biafra de facto customary government have determined to ask our people. They are in panic mode, maybe this PVC and election will awaken all of you up. Who knows? But we haven't been in the habit of procuring our PVC. We haven't been in the habit of going in and voting and making sure your vote counts. So that's what we are asking you to do right now. It's not that we're interested in Nigerian politics. No. That's why we kept emphasizing that any of us that believes in Biafra de facto customary government, that's a part of Biafra de facto customary government, and by extension the parliament, who is telling you who to support, who to vote for, is not working for us. They are on their own. Because the last time I checked, we have not made that resolution to play Nigerian politics. However, because the portion of that land is still in Nigeria, as you have seen, the people you put in office, most of them you didn't even put them in office. Some of them get appointed by Supreme Court. That's why they are killing you. That's why they don't care. That's why they are bringing planes to bomb you in your local village. The reason we are asking you to do what you can, procure your PVCs, should that be a weapon for you to use in the near future? But we are watching. Well, nobody knows if these people will overrun Abuja as they already threatened. Who knows? We don't know. Right now, everything is unpredictable. The contraction is unpredictable. So we encourage you guys to please look for someone, not by party affiliation, not by money affiliation, not by bag of rice or whatever affiliation. Somebody you think you can trust for now. And so that's a way to go now. Because the reason we're saying this is that Biafra, we've been fighting for this a long time. We saw all these deficiencies in this contraption called Nigeria. We know that we are being held down there. That's the reason we all came out in the first place. We know that our rights and our equity are denied us. We know that we are denied of so many things. That's why we came out in the first place. And ended up with a criminal that is working for the contraption. But that's, by the way, not to go too much in there. We know that all these things are happening. So don't even affiliate it to somebody. Oh, he told you. It's a prophecy. It's not a prophecy. It's not a prophecy. It's a they have on time. They are working to Islamize Nigeria. Go and listen to Pastor Bosun's Emmanuel's voice. 2014, if it's 2014 or 2013, so that you may see that all these things are already there out there for you. The only thing is that you guys are not listening. None of you is paying attention. When you listen to that, you listen to Kunle and Alaji's intercepted interview, then you will get the entire picture. You can understand that if you're ever going to believe what they're telling you, because it's always but you see that you are dying and will continue to die until you take your lesson. So for now, we're encouraging you. We are not going to be in the forefront. If other groups in that contraption want their freedom, they must also work with other collectively so that we can all pull this monster down. Nobody is going to use us as a scapegoat no longer. Because when we come out beating her, like all these people that say no election in Biafrans, as if they have something to stop that election. I wish that would have happened and we'll be able to take ownership of our territory. If that could have been possible, why not? But right now, anybody that is telling you that does not have plan. They don't have a single plan other than to extort you, to take your money. And that's what we don't want. So for now, go get your PVCs, follow them foot after foot. Let's see where this takes us. I know that God in heaven who has been watching this, have witnessed our suffering in that contraption called Nigeria, will make a way. He will set confusion into the camps of this enemy. And they will let Biafra go. My Reverend, I want to thank you for this opportunity given me. I think I will step down and do what I'm supposed to do, but I appreciate you as always, and God in heaven will bless you. I will urge Biafrans to come out and support this project. We have a lot of things to do. None of these plans have been materialized. We have them. There are ways to do what we're doing, not by boasting, not by ranting. We encourage you to come. Even as you come with truthfulness. Come with humility. That's the key. Two key things that we must do for God in heaven to have pity on us. And I will leave it for now and allow other people to make their contributions. And with that, I will say, all hail Biafra. God bless the people of Biafra and all of us of freedom. Thank you very much, my Reverend.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And of course, we continue to tell you the truth, the way that it is, and then hopefully that our people will be able to stand up to their responsibility. The danger is everywhere. It will get to our land, and then the question should be, how prepared are we? How ready are we? Is the atmosphere conducive for us to surmount these challenges? We'll be deceiving our people. Secret fundraising. It's all about fundraising. And in the end, that which we fear is almost coming upon us. But I know our God will not agree to that. We are inching closer to the end of this program. I need you to go back and review these questions. Try to make sense out of it. It doesn't matter if you are not a Biafran, because this looks like the same ills that is plaguing all of us outside the perpetrators of the very heinous crime. Somewhere along the line, we will make it home. Somewhere along the line, we will subdue this evil. Somewhere along the line, this freedom we long for, this freedom we bleed for, the freedom we fight for, the very freedom we live for will be ours. I remain George ONYIBE. I as I sign off from here. Tomorrow is another day. We'll continue from where we stop. Don't forget, propaganda does not make lie to become true. And because you have believed in a lie, and so the lie must remain as a lie even when you know the truth, it's not acceptable. Good night from here. Ndewono.